dive into the story of Emily's Bridge. Now, Emily's Bridge is located in Stowe, Vermont. The real name of the bridge is actually Goldbrook Bridge. However, just by typing Emily's Bridge in on Google Maps or Apple Maps, it will come up because it is so widely known as Emily's Bridge. Now, the reason it is called Emily's Bridge is because it's said to be haunted by a ghost named Emily. There are different tales of Emily. One is that Emily went to the bridge to meet her lover in the middle of the night. They were going to run away and elope. Now, when he didn't show up, she was so distraught and upset being abandoned by the guy that she loved that she actually hung herself from the rafters of the bridge. Now, another legend says that the day that Emily was supposed to marry the man of her dreams, she actually got stood up at the altar. And oh my gosh, you guys, like being engaged and stuff to Jeff, I could never imagine that happening to me. I don't even know how I would react. I would be so upset. Not that I think Jeff would ever do that. Because she was upset, she took her family's wagon and went to find the groom. Now, she was traveling at a really high speed, and obviously she's crying, she's upset, and she lost control of the horses. So she didn't make the turn onto the bridge on time. She went over the bank and died in the rocky brook below. So an interesting thing is that there is no actual record of Emily. According to historical records, she didn't exist. The first time the bridge being haunted was ever recorded was in 1968 when a high school student wrote a paper about the bridge. The student had used a Ouija board on the bridge and a spirit by the name of Emily channeled through. There's so many different opinions about Ouija boards. Some people have had great experiences with them. Other people have had awful experiences with them. And essentially, the way a Ouija board works is you are opening up a portal to another dimension. Now, so you're opening that portal to the spirit realm. So anything can come through. So it could be a positive spirit or it could be a demon. And that's why it's so important to say goodbye on the Ouija board, because saying goodbye essentially closes that portal. However, you never know what's going to come through. So part of me actually wonders that if there's no actual record of Emily, if maybe Emily was like, I don't know, maybe it's actually this like demonic spirit instead of something that's trapped there. But if it is a spirit named Emily, or maybe, you know, she actually went by something else, it's very curious to me. But anyways, others have claimed to use Ouija boards on this bridge and have spoken to the spirit of Emily. Now, when they speak to the spirit of Emily, Emily says that she actually was killed by her fiance's mother, which is such a disturbing thought. Now, there are so many different paranormal experiences that happen on this bridge. However, the most common paranormal experience is people seeing Emily's body hanging from the rafters. I think that I would just like stare. I think I'd be speechless, because what are you supposed to say? I mean, obviously, I'm curious how her spirit actually looks, because I've seen spirits where it looks like a regular person. So I wonder if people can tell, like, hey, that's a spirit, or if they can, or if they think it's an actual girl hanging from the rafters. Because obviously that would differentiate how you would react. Another common paranormal experience on this bridge is a ghostly figure dragging her fingernails along the side of cars parked on the bridge. And the scary thing about this is she actually leaves scratches. I know Jack would get so mad at me if we went to this bridge and this ghostly figure leaves scratch marks on our cars. He would definitely get a little, I don't know if he'd be irritated with me, but he would be irritated about the situation. But that's so eerie to me that she's able to do that. Now, people have also claimed to hear noises such as footsteps, ropes tightening, and a girl screaming. And many people have reported seeing a white apparition around the area of the bridge, which would make sense if Emily died around the bridge or on the bridge. Now, most of these events take place between midnight and 3:30 a.m. As I'm sure most of you guys know, 3 o'clock, between 3 and 4 a.m., is known as the witching hour. So that is the time where the veil is the thinnest and spirit activity is easier to come across, essentially. So one of the reasons why is because people are quieter. There's not as much of that like hustle and bustle of everyday life, and you can really tune into the spirit world during that time because of that. So I think because there's not as much traffic going through the bridge around those times, it's probably why most of the experiences occur around those times. But this is just, it's such a sad story to me, you guys, because I can't imagine like falling in love with someone just to be like simply be abandoned by them, and especially on your wedding day. Or if it was really the fiance's mother that killed her, that's awful. Which kind of goes with the theory that, like, they were going to run away and elope and stuff. Because that kind of makes it sound like the parents didn't approve. So, it's just, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, though. What you guys think about Emily's story. I think it's so curious that there's no historical record of her. But so many people have seen her spirit and even spoken to her using different means of communication, like Ouija boards. And I want to know if any of you guys have seen Emily's spirit on her bridge. I know one day, Jeff and I were actually just talking about this. We do plan on taking a trip out there. Me doing investigations at night is a little bit harder because of Sebastian. But the other thing, you guys, is spirits are around us all of the time. Just because it's daytime doesn't mean that you won't have an encounter. It was last night, but it wasn't around the witching hour at all. I'm pretty sure it's last night. Oh no, it might have been the night before. Maybe. Oh, no. It was yesterday. It was during the day yesterday. I was getting ready to get changed. And I saw something fly in front of me. And it was big. And it was so quick. And I literally, screamed. I didn't scream loud enough for Jeff to hear me. But I was just like, ah! So it definitely startled me. There was no bug at all. And it flew in a way that it couldn't have been a reflection of anything. Or a reflection of light. It's not possible. So, and that was during the day, you guys. I don't know, around noon or something like that. So things can happen at any point. However, an example for the witching hour, Sebastian has been waking up every night in the middle of the night. And so I was getting his bottle ready. And I was walking back out of the kitchen. And I literally walked directly past something. Like an apparition. I saw it, face on and right out of the corner of my eye as I passed it. And I was just like, what? And I was wide awake at that point. So it wasn't just something, it wasn't sleep paralysis. It wasn't a dream. It was there. So things can literally happen at any point because the spirit realm is intertwined with ours. They are always around us, you guys. So you don't have to go somewhere at 3 a.m. to have an experience. But I would love to know, again, if you guys have had an experience on Emily's Bridge. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, you guys, which is absolutely insane to me. And I know in the realm of YouTube, that's probably not a lot, but it's a lot to me. And I feel so blessed. So I just want to thank you guys. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time.